Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our Board of Commissioners, City of Bowling Green, Kentucky, regular meeting, City Hall, July 21st, 4:30 p.m. And we're going to begin tonight with handing it over to Commissioner Dana Beasley Brown, and she has an introduction of a couple guests.
Thank you, Mayor. If you'll help me in welcoming Reverend Rachel Wallace and her family to Bowling Green. She is the newest pastor at Broadway United Methodist Church, which is my home church. She's joining our team, and she's coming to us from Louisville, where she served as a lead pastor for the last 7 years. And her husband, Matt, is a biostatistician in cancer research. And her 2 boys will be starting at McNeil in the fall. So she and her family are diving right in and getting involved in the community. So please help me welcome Pastor Wallace, and thank you so much for leading us in the prayer this evening. If you all stand with us.
Thank you for the invitation. So would you join me in a word of prayer? God, we thank you so much for this day, for the gift of this life, and for the opportunity that we have to gather here and to do this work together for a community that we all love and that I am learning to love. God, I thank you, and I lift up to you all of these public servants for their heart to serve, for their heart for our neighbors. And God, I just ask that you would strengthen them in their work ahead, that in their discernment you would give them wisdom, in their action you would give them courage, so that they may best serve all of their neighbors and seek to see and honor all that you have created and all people as those who've been created in the image of God. So God, I ask that you would bless them now, and we give you this time. We pray these things in the name of Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Reverend. And I have a special guest to lead us in our pledge. So Aiden Jenkins is coming up to lead us in our pledge, if you want to stand up here. And he's been a member of Boy Scout Troop 705 since 2019. And he has the rank of Tenderfoot and is the leader of his patrol, the Fiery Phoenixes, which I love. And tonight he is working towards his communications badge and will be leading us in the pledge at this time.
Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you so much, Aiden.
Rachel, Aiden, thank you very much. Thank you, Commissioner Beasley Brown. Mrs. Hope, Mrs. Spiller, Hope Spiller, would you please provide a roll call?
Commissioner Bailey. Here. Commissioner Beasley Brown.
Here.
Commissioner Hill.
Here.
Commissioner Perigin.
Here.
Mayor Alcott.
Here. And we also have a special guest with us tonight. We actually have 2 special guests with tonight, and I'm going to introduce the mayor of Bowling Green, Virginia. So would Tina Gamble please come up? And then joining her tonight, traveling with her, is her husband, Brian. I just want to tell you a little bit about Virginia. And we have a couple presentations we're going to make, but I'm going to turn over the podium to Tina. However, their town was a namesake. This is the same as ours, came from Bowling Green. That was from a little bit historic. It was a battle that actually happened in New York. And so we both have those namesakes. They're from Carolina County. And they meet on the first Thursday of every month. And they have 26 grandchildren. And Tina has reached out to me over the past year. She's been a mayor for the last year and a half in their town, and it's special to have you here tonight, Tina. Over to you.
Thank you. I am Tina Gamble, Mayor of Bowling Green, Virginia, and I am so thrilled and honored to be here. And I want to start off by telling you, this is the most lovely community, and your citizens.
Tina, we're going to give you a mic because your mic is not picking up. I apologize, but we want to hear what you have to say, and we want that audio feed to go on our
We're here now.
You're there. Perfect.
You should be over the moon proud of the citizenry in your community. My husband and I have been all around. We've stopped at different stores, at restaurants, in venues, your sightseeing venues. Everyone has been absolutely phenomenal. We have thanked them, told them that they were wonderful ambassadors for your city. And we have just been so impressed that a city this size has such a small town feel. Our town, we like to say we are small, but we are mighty. This whole thing started last fall. I was in Richmond and did a TV interview to promote our Bowling Green Harvest Festival. And they were going to put it online. When I got home and started looking online, I was very excited. There was a plethora of information about the Bowling Green Harvest Festival. And I got excited. I thought, wow, our little town of less than 1,200 people swells to between 15 and 18,000 for a harvest festival. It's a big deal for us, but I didn't think we commanded that much attention online. Then I really looked and didn't recognize many of these faces in the pictures. So I clicked on it. Well, you guys were having your harvest festival the exact same day as ours. And I looked at that and I said, what the heck? I'm calling them. And I did, and I got hold of the mayor's assistant, Miss Debbie, and the rest has been history. She said, we need to partnership. And I said, wouldn't that be wonderful? This could be the beginning of great economic development for both areas and opportunity for tourism. And I said, then we can bring in Bowling Green, Ohio, and pull in Bowling Green, Florida. And we were just dreaming big. So I figured nothing was going to happen unless somebody actually took that first step. So here I am. Bowling Green, Virginia was settled in 1667. We are very old. It was not called that at that time. We were New Hope. We are celebrating our 360th anniversary next year. In 1724, the Hooms family moved to Bowling Green and built Old Mansion. Their home is the oldest continually lived-in home in the Commonwealth of Virginia. And in 1724 is when we got our name, Bowling Green. And you were still Kentucky County, Virginia at that time. You all became Bowling Green in 1798 because your charter was put in and you became incorporated before we did. We were not incorporated until 1827, 39 years after you. So technically, when you look us up, you are number one and we are number two, but that's okay. We know that in Kentucky, you are known for your equestrian life here, your horses. Well, I will have you know, horse racing started in Bowling Green, Virginia, and you can Google that, and that's what will come up. And the greatest horse that ever lived was sired, reared, and raised in Caroline County, and that would be Secretariat. I know y'all like Man of War, but we have Secretariat. Our courthouse is a Jeffersonian courthouse, and in our courthouse, we have the portrait of Queen Caroline of England. We are named after Queen Caroline. It is her coronation portrait. It is the original. They have a duplicate in England. Every couple of decades, they come to us wanting it back, but we won't give it up. Our courthouse is also special. It's one of 4 stops on the National Civil Rights Tour, one of 4 stops in the Commonwealth of Virginia. The Loving couple lived in Caroline County. They got married in Washington, D.C. They were a mixed race couple. When they came back to Caroline County in 1958, Mr. Richard Loving and Miss Mildred, they were arrested and they were put in jail. They ended up fleeing and going back to Washington, D.C., but they fought this in court. This case went to the Supreme Court, and in 1967, the Supreme Court overturned all of the discriminatory and horrible racial rules that the states had and made it legal for anyone of any race to marry someone else of any race. The Loving family is still in Caroline. Miss Mildred died a few years ago. I'm very proud of the fact that her grandson that she raised is one of my friends, and the family is still in the area and wonderful people. Our county is also very small. We're the least populated county on the 95 corridor from North Carolina to Boston. Most of the counties, especially in Virginia, are in the hundreds of thousands to even millions in their population. We have a whole population of less than 32,000 people in the entire county. So we're kind of an anomaly. We feel special. We are an agrarian county, and we're very proud of that. To be so small, we have a lot of eclectic things happen. Our USO building is our town hall. In World War II, many authors and artists left Europe to escape Hitler. And there were a group of them that for 2 years lived in the Bowling Green area, one of them being Salvador Dali. So we, for some reason, seem to attract big things, again, to be such a small area. So we would like to share these big things and include you in those things. We're hoping that we can grow together in a partnership that will be advantageous for both of us. That being said, we do have the Sidney King Art Museum in our town. The late Sidney King was known for his Civil War art. And at this time, I have a signed and numbered print by the late Sidney King that we would like to present to you from our town of Bowling Green. Ryan, could you take that up?
I have the commissioners come down here, and then we'll make a couple of presentations as well.
I guess this works anywhere, so I can walk up. I will tell, that is our courthouse. I will tell you, this is called the Union occupation of Bowling Green. I want you all to know that that never happened. Caroline County did have a Union occupation. They were in a town 15 miles from us on the Rappahannock River, and they occupied Port Royal. They used Bowling Green to put their horses at. So they occupied Bowling Green with horses, most of them on our property because we're down by the pond. So that is the anomaly of this. We always laugh that it really never happened, but this is in front of our courthouse in a very much larger size. So I find it funny. Anyhow, that's just me.
Well, we carry that in common, because the Union did occupy
Yes.
Bowling Green, Kentucky.
They told us at the train depot that had burned down twice. Bowling Green, Virginia has burned down twice, once in 1905, and then again 50 years later in 1955, both on Easter Sunday, and both by young people who were smoking in their homes and shouldn't have been. And the last one, he just passed away, was a friend of mine. So,
Tina, thank you so much.
thank you.
Let's take an official photo here. We will put this somewhere in City Hall very proudly. We also have a little special presentation. I'd like to bring our city manager up as well, Jeff Meisel. We want to present this.
That is beautiful.
This is a brand new portrait. It has just come out. You can probably find this at maybe candle makers. And this was done by Misha Ambrosio. And then, of course, this is our famous fountain.
Yes, we were there.
You will see that, and this is the new portrait that she has just commissioned on the 4th of July of 2026.
Wow, thank you, I'm honored.
And then, we don't want you to go home shortchanged. So we we actually have some coins, and you know the military tradition because you told me all about the military. But this is our key to our city.
Thank you.
Congratulations on that.
Oh, wow.
And this is our 250th anniversary coin that our city committed. So
Thank
very
you.
much.
The county sent a book about Secretariat for you, and they also sent a Secretariat coin for you all. The county was very happy to jump in on my trip because Bowling Green is the county seat. So here is the book on Secretariat.
Very nice, thank you.
And I'm not going to slap that in your hand because it's in plastic. And I have a gift bag for each one of you on this commission. Thank you so much. We are so looking forward to a bright future and a partnership with all of you. This is going to be fun. We are going to make the best of this, and
We'll have the biggest harvest festival of
you're
all
darn
of
right. We can put a
our cities.
jumbotron in both locations and watch each other's harvest festivals. Exactly. Thank you so much, and to all of you, thank you so much for letting me take up your evening. Whoops, I will give this back. Thank you.
And you get the swag bag there.
Awesome. Thank you. We're going to stay.
have to look up the history of the fountain. It was given to us by
Thank you.
French.
Also, I know one my grandmother had 30. I got 30 plus first cousins.
Oh, see, aren't you blessed?
It's not gonna work really well. Don't wanna break it.
I'll send them to you.
All right, Mr. Meisel, do you have any further comments?
I just have a couple. That's going to be a tough act to follow. This is going to be boring. But I have just a couple things. Our finance department has nailed the GFOA Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting again for the FY25 fiscal year. The comprehensive financial report was deemed to be in excellent condition and high ratings. As you know, we tried to get the excellence reward for both or all three, the annual financial report, the budget, and then the popular annual financial report. And so this, we knocked out 2 out of the 3 for this year, or soon we'll, yeah. And so we're going for that triple crown, just like Secretariat here, on the GFOA award. So congratulations to the Finance Department. Thank you, Aaron, for all your work, and your team for the great job that you all do with our financial statements and making sure we're in good shape. Finally, if you are in the audience, want to make public comments, please sign the register in the back corner of the room. We'll take those up after regular session. Thank you,
Thank
Mayor.
you so much, Mr. Meisel. All right, our first item is approval of minutes from regular meeting, June 16th, 2026. Moved by Commissioner Hill, second by Commissioner Carlos Bailey. Any discussion? None, roll call, please.
Bailey?
Yes.
Beasley Brown?
Yes.
Hill?
Yes.
Perigin?
Yes.
Alcott.
Yes. Municipal order number 2026-159.
Municipal order approving the probationary appointment of Charles Klein to the position of Communications Dispatcher 1 in the Police Department.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Commissioner Perigin and second by Commissioner Beasley Brown. Sorry, right there. Thought you did it. Any, Mr. Meisel, or actually Katie, sorry.
That's okay. I'm very thrilled to present this item forward in that it is one of our last currently vacancies in communications dispatch to be filled. So I would like for our HR manager, Lori Gray, to come forward and present the recommendation for appointment.
Probably going to have to give you
Good evening. So I'm here this evening to make the recommendation for appointment for a communications dispatcher 1 Like Katie said, we're excited that this is our last position to fill right now. His name is Charles Klein. He is here with us. If you'll stand, Charles. Thank you. Charles graduated from Warren East High School, and he holds a state EMT certificate. His most recent position was a rehab tech at the Medical Center of Bowling Green. We advertised for this position externally and internally. During this application process, we received 161 applications. We've interviewed 9 candidates. We're here this evening to recommend Charles Klein. If you have any questions, let me know.
Hello, Charles. How are you doing tonight? Good. Do you have anyone you'd like to introduce? Hello, best friends. And Warren East graduate, what year? 24. Fantastic. Well, welcome to the city. We're going to make it official here. Are you ready? All right. Roll call, please.
Bailey?
Yes.
Beasley Brown?
Yes.
Hill?
Yes.
Perigin?
Yes.
Alcott?
Yes. Congratulations, Charles Klein. Municipal Order Number 2026-160.
Municipal order authorizing the submission of an application to the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet Highway Contingency Fund in the amount of $140,000 for sinkhole repairs at Kiwanis Drive and Shawnee Way.
So moved.
Second.
By Commissioner Brown, second by Commissioner Bailey. Mr. Musil.
As you all may have heard, we had another significant sinkhole that occurred under intersection of Kiwanis and Shawnee, and have been working on that. We'd like to submit for the state funds out of the Highway Contingency Fund again, like we did for Singletree and Grinstead Way, we're going to be submitting for $140,000 to help cover the cost for the repairs of the Kiwanis and Shawnee Way sinkhole. Andy Souza is here. I can answer any of your questions on this one, and I'd like to thank Jake Moore for working on this as well. He's here, can answer your questions.
What about this, Jake? Fantastic. Our entire budget used to be $200,000 annually for sinkhole mitigation, and now we're seeing this in a single repair. So thank you for finding additional funds and seeking after them. Thank you.
I want to also thank Public Works for any time in a neighborhood you all have been in and repairing sinkholes or other things, and they're always just so grateful for the way you take care of them, help them feel safe, and repair everything, put it right back together and beautify it. And so just thank you all for doing such a great job taking care of our neighbors.
Further comments? Roll call, please.
Bailey?
Yes.
Beasley Brown?
Yes.
Hill?
Yes.
Perigin?
Yes.
Alcott?
Municipal Order Number 2026-161.
Municipal order authorizing the submission of an application to the Kentucky Division of Water Sewer Overflow and Stormwater Reuse Municipal Grant Program in the amount of $360,000 and further approving city fee in lieu of construction funds for the construction of a stormwater basin.
So moved.
Second.
Perigin, second by
You all are going to pick up on a common theme here soon. This agenda has lots of grant applications, thanks to Mr. Jake Moore and Mr. Nick Cook. This one here is a submission of a grant to Kentucky Division of Water to help cover a stormwater project over there in the Covington neighborhood to build a basin on Nutwood. We currently already own one property. Would like to purchase another property and build a basin to take care of a lot of water issues in that area. We've committed $100,000 as a match on this one. And as you'll see in the pictures after the memo in your packet, you'll see the one house in the middle at 616 Nutwood would have a basin surrounding it, would help protect it from taking on water, low level of the Nutwood Avenue area. So we currently own 620. We would like to use, if we get this funding, to purchase 612 and proceed with this stormwater project using some of our first FELOC money coming in this past year. So Andy Souza is here, can answer any questions on this project, as well as Jake Moore and Nick as far as the grant goes.
Appreciate Public Works' continued work with our community. Stormwater has become a major issue. We've been preparing the community for a while to prepare for 1 January, where we're assessing a fee that goes on to every utility, I believe of $4 monthly. But the work is being done and the accomplishments are happening, and we appreciate the mitigation it takes to ensure that all of our neighbors are being spared, and sometimes there's sacrifices that have to be made. And we've been doing that diligently the last 4 or 5 years, so thank you.
And I want to echo that as well, because we know having these drain basins is helping, and we know like having the FILOC, I apologize, we know having the FILOC is helping out. Years ago, about 100 years ago, and I think that it was Matt that told me, he said that they thought that you could just put a hole in the ground and it would take care of everything. But we're knowing now, this city commission basically put something in place to fix those issues. And we appreciate you, Jake, we appreciate Public Works, because we want to make sure that doesn't happen again. And when they put that hole in the ground, I think it was in that newspaper about in the 1930s, that, was it Popular Science? Popular Science. They thought that that was going to last, I believe, 1 million years, and it hasn't even been 100 years and stuff. So we appreciate that us doing that, because we want to make sure we're fixing those issues that was started so long ago, and you guys are doing that. I know that there's a sinkhole that opens up, and sometimes us having that water is creating those sinkholes issues, that karst topography type things. So thank you for doing this, because we're trying to make sure that those issues get mitigated or they're lessened as we go on. It's going to be raining today. So thank you, guys.
I'd also like to say thank you. Looking at this map brings back a lot of memories. I won't say how many years ago, because don't want to state publicly my age, but I grew up at 510 Nutwood, which is no longer there, and it has a drain there. And as a little girl, I can remember our basement flooding, came all the way to the stairs, and my mother got in a toy rubber boat to fish out our laundry because our washer and dryer was down there. Oh. So Nutwood has always had flooding issues, so thank you so much for getting this taken care of. You all are doing a great job.
Ask a follow-up question. So is this new technology that we're able to do with this new FELOC funds, or is this something we've seen elsewhere? Is it underground? Is it going to be kind of like an open pit, or is it capped? Because the beehive grate is also something that's interesting on here.
Evening, Commissioners. I'm going to do my best to recreate how Matt Powell explained this. So what's unique about this basin is there's a green element. You mentioned down at the bottom of the basin, there's media, biofiltration media. That is a specific substance that is used to help filter out stormwater runoff. It prevents sediment buildup in the karst network, which allows stormwater to drain more efficiently over time. You don't have any buildups, so you have less sustained flooding events. And then the beehive grate, I don't think that's anything too super crazy, but it's just another way to make sure that the water has a place to go, and also there's a green element, so it looks like a normal basin, but it has kind of a green element that looks nicer. So it's kind of a new technology, but just another way to try new things with our stormwater drainage.
So when there's a heavy rain, will this house in the middle kind of be surrounded by a U-shaped water, or is it going to flow like underneath?
So
like, is it holding underneath something?
The hope is that this is going to retain a lot of water during a severe storm event. Okay. Currently, there's several injection wells in the backyard of the property, and I believe there were 5 to 7 of them, and they're not doing a good enough job collecting all that water. This will hopefully collect enough water to prevent the floods from touching these homes, especially the home at 616. So essentially it collects it and it drains it in a more efficient manner rather than all the water going into the backyard all at once into those injection wells. There is a pretty significant slope to the west of these properties as you go up Nutwood, and a lot of water does come and settle in this property, in these backyards. So this basin will do a better job of capturing that and preventing those waters from creeping up to anybody's back door.
Great, Thank you so much.
Questions? Roll call, please.
Bailey?
Yes.
Beasley Brown?
Yes.
Hill?
Yes.
Perigin?
Yes.
Alcott.
Yes, municipal order number 2026-162.
Municipal order authorizing the submission of an application to the Kentucky Office of Homeland Security State Homeland Security Grant Program in the amount of $135,702.69 for the purchase of communication equipment and software for the police
So
department.
moved.
Second.
Perigin, second by Bailey. Mr. Mizel.
We would like to submit for this Homeland Security grant for BGPD to purchase these long-range acoustic devices. There's two of them, different strengths. They can be transported to disperse large crowds if there's a threat of that sort of thing. Real-time emergency communications, these can be linked in with those. All kinds of things like that. Deputy Chief Ryan Burnham is here, can answer any of your questions on this one, but we do think this would be a good tool for the police department. Would like to go after this grant.
All right. Ryan, thank you for being here. Questions at this time? None. Roll call, please.
Bailey?
Yes.
Beasley Brown?
Yes.
Hill?
Yes.
Perigin?
Yes.
Alcott.
Municipal order number 2026-163.
Municipal order authorizing the submission of an application to the Kentucky Office of Homeland Security State Homeland Security Grant Program in the amount of $168,000 to purchase structural collapse specialist training for the fire department.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Commissioner Hill, second by Commissioner Perigin. Mr. Mizel.
Another Homeland Security grant for the fire department this time to purchase structural collapse specialist training. This also will include some personnel coverage, I've been told, and this it procures the NFPA 1006 program that trains about 24 firefighters, 5-day operations level class that we will send those firefighters to. Chief Brooks is here, can answer your questions, as well as Deputy Chief Morris. Encourage your support on this one as well.
Thank you all for being here. Commissioners, question at this time? Okay, none. Roll call, please.
Bailey?
Yes.
Beasley Brown?
Yes.
Hill?
Yes.
Perigin?
Yes.
Alcott.
Yes, municipal order number 2026-164.
Municipal order authorizing the acceptance of grant funds from the U.S. Department of Transportation Active Transportation Infrastructure Investment Program in the amount of $600,000 for the design of the Jennings Creek Greenway.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Commissioner Brown, second by Commissioner Hill. Mr. Mizel.
So this is a fairly different program. It's not the TIP or the TAP grant. It's a TIP for the Jennings Creek Greenway program. As you recall, we applied for funding back in '24, and we got the $1.2 million with the $300,000 match. And now we are wanting to get more money to help cover the local bicycle and pedestrian master plan, which is the loop, completes the loop around Bowling Green. This would get the gap between Hobson Grove and Morgantown Road along Veterans Memorial Lane there. And there's a picture in your packets, 2 maps showing that connection from Hobson Grove over to Morgantown Road. And Jake is here, can answer any of your questions on this application, but hoping to get this one as well.
It's exciting. We've been whittling away at the Greenway paths, bicycle paths, pedestrian paths. This commission, I'm really proud that we've leaned forward, but really proud of the departments and how aggressive that our neighborhood community services has been, and our Parks and Recreation, our grants department. So thank you, Jake. This will make a big gap that will make parks useful to a lot of people and give them that pedestrian footpath that's safe. And we're excited about this.
And I may have misspoke. This is for $1 million too. Yeah, you might want to clarify.
So this one is awarded in two parts. So we have been awarded the full $1.2 million with the $300,000 match that we previously approved. But they're giving it to us in two sections. The first is the first $600,000, and then a second half, another $600,000. Just the way that they split it up, we have to accept two parts. But of that $300,000 local match, we have also received some of the grant funds from the state. We love that program. Out of that $300,000, $225,000 is covered by that state program. So all told, out of that $1.5 million amount, $75,000. That's what the city's on the hook for.
It's amazing.
But we're getting this whole $1.2 million amount. It just has to be done in these phases. So
And 75,000 is our match.
that is our total city match for that $1.5 million
That's incredible.
total cost.
Quick follow-up question while we have you up here. I know for this part of our loop around our city, we were hoping this might be a blue way, so along some water. Is that but still potential that this could be along Jennings Creek, or does it have to be more along a road?
So we'll have to figure that out once we get working with a consultant and a designer for the actual design and architectural of it. But yes, the goal is to have it kind of meander along Jennings Creek when we're able to, just so there's a connection for folks to touch the creek, be around it, be in nature. But again, it's too early to tell what the true path is going to be, but that is part of the vision, yes.
That's so exciting. And we have so many greenways that, are more of a transportation solution where, gets people to work and the grocery and school. But it's exciting that we're going to have this place where you'll get to go in nature along the creek and ride your bike. And just thank you so much for all the hard work you and your whole team have been doing to pursue these grants so that we can make options like this are a little bit harder when they're a little bit more remote to happen and make that amenity for our community. So thank you so much.
I do want to shout out Nick Cook. This was the one, he put this one together a couple of years ago. I wrote this one. Just took a while for us to land this, but that was all him.
Thank you, Nick.
Other questions? Roll call, please.
Bailey?
Yes.
Beasley Brown?
Yes.
Hill?
Yes.
Perigin?
Yes.
Alcott.
Yes. Municipal order number 2026-165.
Municipal order authorizing the acceptance of 2026 grant funds from the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet Local Area Road Program in the amount of $221,000 for resurfacing of Riverview Drive.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Commissioner Perigin, second by Bailey. Mr. Musil.
So this one, we got a letter on this a couple weeks ago, and the name kind of threw us for a loop. And so there was a long email chain on this one, and finally Daniel stepped up in Public Works and told us what it was for. We thought it might be another sinkhole grant, but this is for local area road program. It used to be the CCP or the CPP, the City County Priority Projects Program. They've renamed it to the Local Area Road Program, but we submitted for $669,000 grant to resurface Riverview and Plum Springs Loop. We only ended up getting $221,000 for Riverview. Plum Springs Loop somehow did not get qualified, but some work had already been done on Riverview by Warren County Water District, and so we were left with a smaller portion to fix, and so we're looking at using this for 2,100 linear feet and approximately 670 linear feet of resurfacing along Riverview from the Overstock warehouse there on the railroad track up to from the railroad track to the warehouse, about 2,100 feet. And so this will cover that resurfacing. The rest of Riverview, I think, has already been repaved. Andy can correct me if I'm wrong, but or Melanie too. Melanie and Andy are here, can answer any questions on this project, but so we ask for your support.
Questions? Roll call, please.
Bailey?
Yes.
Beasley Brown?
Yes.
Hill?
Yes.
Perigin?
Yes.
Alcott.
Yes. Municipal order number 2026-166.
Municipal order authorizing the submission of an application and acceptance of grant funds from the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet Department of Rural and Municipal Aid House Bill 501 grant pool for cities and counties in the amount of $100,000.
So move.
Second.
Moved by Commissioner Hill, second by Commissioner Bailey.
So it's my understanding that General Assembly decided to dole out money to every county or every city, county seat of each county, $100,000 for road assistance. It's a grant pool for cities and counties. And so we applied, and this was through House Bill 501. And so it excludes Lexington and Louisville, so every other city is eligible to be receive $100,000 for a project in our city road. So we applied, and so we are we think we're going to be able to get this, apply, accept the grant, and use this $100,000 for sidewalk construction along Pasco Boulevard to connect over to Scottsville Road, which is where our other project will start with the Greenway along Scottsville Road. And so there is a map in your packets that shows where this sidewalk would go on Pasco, and we think this will be a great project to connect up to Scottsville Road and the other Greenways path that we're working on. And so Jake can answer any question on the grant. Andy's here. Melanie can answer any questions about the project itself.
Well, another win. I hope we get this. Questions? Roll call, please.
Bailey?
Yes.
Beasley Brown?
Yes.
Hill?
Yes.
Perigin?
Yes.
Alcott.
Yes. Municipal order number 2026-167.
Municipal order approving amendments to the City of Bowling Green procurement card policy and procedures, City of Bowling Green travel policies and procedures, financial policies and procedures, and manual of purchasing policies and procedures.
So moved.
Second?
By Commissioner Perigin, second by Commissioner Hill.
I'm going to hand this one off to Aaron Ballou, our CFO, to give you an overview of this one.
Good evening. Every year we, for your consideration, bring some changes to our policies. And tonight that includes our purchasing policy, our travel policy, procurement card policy, and our sort of overarching consolidated set of financial policies. So tonight, just going to briefly talk about a couple of the more significant proposals in those policies. So the most, or the biggest one really is in our purchasing policies and procedures. This is to increase our purchasing thresholds that are currently at $40,000 to $50,000. And this is resulting from House Bill 392, which increased the competitive bid threshold under KRS 45A 385 from $40,000 to $50,000. So this just matches our sort of bottom threshold for that with the state as we have done in the past. All the other purchasing thresholds will remain the same. So the city manager will approve up to $75,000, and anything over $75,000 will continue to be approved by the Board of Commissioners. Some other changes in the other policies include changes to our capital asset thresholds, which we also sort of mirror with that $40,000. We're proposing to increase some to $50,000. That would be for land, building, improvements to land, and some right-to-use assets. And also our CIP threshold. Currently, it's $40,000 to increase that to $50,000 for projects that are considered capital improvement projects. And see, in our procurement card policy, we're just adding a section to clarify if there were to be any violations. Again, this is just to add more clarity to the policy. Instead of just having a sentence or two, we wanted to just sort of identify our process a little more clearly. And finally, in our financial policies, we are adding a section related to the budget. This year was a difficult budget for us, so we wanted to add a section where any additions to the budget, or there will be no change to budget amendments. They will still be brought to the board about quarterly, 4 times a year. But before they're brought to the board to be included as an amendment, we want to add a section where the CFO or assistant city manager would approve any additions to the budget or reallocations to a line item budget that has been approved over $10,000. So it's just to clarify, as our budget continues to grow, our general fund budget is $112 million, and our total budget is almost $200 million. So this is just to formalize any reallocations in the budget process or changes in the budget process before it comes to you as an amendment. Are there any changes or further explanations or questions? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Commissioner, questions?
Yeah, Aaron, the procurement levels, that's mirroring what the state has
Yes,
That's what
yes.
we're, that's why we're
The
doing
competitive
it.
bid threshold, the state changed with House Bill 392 from $40,000 to $50,000.
I just wanted the public to know that
Yes.
that's what the state has recommended, so we're adopting it.
Yes.
Thank you.
And that will increase by 10,000 every
Yes.
10 years or 5 years?
The
something?
KRS statute
in.
identifies about, I think it's every 5 years, it would go up by $10,000. So we would, again, bring up an amendment in 5 years from now to increase it along with the state.
Questions? Roll call, please.
Bailey?
Yes.
Beasley Brown?
Yes.
Hill?
Yes.
Perigin?
Yes.
Alcott.
Yes. Municipal order number 2026-168.
Municipal order approving the purchase of property at 0 Turner Court owned by Hill's Pet Nutrition, Inc., and authorizing the mayor and other authorized city officials to execute the agreement, deed, and all other necessary documents.
So moved.
Second?
Moved by Commissioner Perigin, second by Commissioner Bailey.
I'm going to ask Chief Brooks to come up and tell you about our adventure on this one here. This one has been touch and go at times, and but we're at an important decision point. I'd like to give the mic over to Chief Brooks.
Welcome, Chief.
Mayor, Commissioners, City Leadership, good evening. This one's been in the oven for a while, and sometimes it felt like the oven got turned off. But regardless, it's exciting to be here. This land was identified, this area in the city was identified as a need, not only based on the current run volume, but the future. And with growth seen past I-165 there, and multiple residential apartments, commercial, and even an industrial area right there, this area was, every decision is data-driven. And the data based on the heat maps, the types of calls, the number of calls. This location not only serves us today, but it does for our future. And so we came to you a while back asking for your approval for this donation that was made privately in the shadows. And with that approval, tonight starts the process. And it's not just us. It's the people that you see in front of it. It's Public Works, it's NCS. We've all got a hand in this one so that it's cooked fully and so that it's served properly to meet the mission. And if we didn't believe it met the mission, we wouldn't be here in front of you tonight. So we're excited about where we go from here. So I look forward to your approval. Again, Fire Station number 9, hopefully a two-story station, our prevention, our inspections, 2 crews, an aerial and an engine both operating out there. But more importantly, the citizens win by tonight's first step in your approval.
This is a testament to our community right here. It's wonderful that we have private donation for purchase of a land for a fire department that's going to lead into the future and solve a lot of problems in that area. And it's just a testament to the community that we live in.
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody that was involved in that. One thing I said it, and I don't know if you were here the last time, Chief Brooks, our last meeting. I don't know if it was the last meeting or the meeting before last, but we was talking about, I think it was scuba gear or something at the time. But having first responders, at the time, between June 2nd and June 16th, those days I was in Africa. And sadly, when I was there, it was like a whole crowd that gathered around this bridge. I didn't see hardly any first responders coming, and it was a kid. And I believe that child passed away. We had to leave, so we didn't get to see the conclusion of what happened, but that child had fallen down, and stuff. But I was just thinking that having first responders and investing in first responders, sometimes it may not always save a life, but sometimes it can. And having someone to come quicker and having them in, strategic locations, that's the testament to basically trying to make sure that we have people that's there when emergencies arise. So that is one of the things that I saw, and I'm like, we always need to have something that's going to be a little bit closer, that can get there a little bit quicker, because just that time frame, it could be just a matter of minutes that could keep someone alive or someone that can sadly pass away. So thanks for everybody that was involved in getting this, the private donation done, and we appreciate the individuals that did that.
Yes, sir. Second save minutes, minutes save lives. So
Chief,
this one allows us to serve.
Can you tell us, the community, remind us of the rating that we have in the state of Kentucky and this enables us to maintain as we grow as the fastest growing city in the state. Can you give us an insight of that rating, the requirement?
Sure, we get 2 outside evaluations. It serves as an accountability tool for us. It's our ISO rating, and it's also our accreditation. And both of them will tell you that we've got some potential gaps for our future, that if it's not addressed soon, and so here we are in 26, we're hopeful, if everything gets cooked fully, that by 2028, perhaps maybe we have a station open to fill those gaps that we see with the fastest growing city and the population. With more people comes more calls.
How many accredited ISOs have the rating that we have in the state?
To be a Class 1 and be accredited, there's 128 across the nation. That puts the city of Bowling Green in what you see, what you get with your service in the top 1%.
That's amazing.
Good job.
We good?
Yes, just real quick, I just wanted to thank you again. I know how passionate you are and your whole team, all of you, just in thinking through how do we make sure, whatever it takes, to save every life, no matter where it is in our city, what address, what zip code. This is just another example of your all's passion for making sure that you can show up in people's worst moment. And I know for the families that live out Russellville Road, they can sometimes feel like, are we going to get the same type of attention and love that other parts of the city does? And I'm so grateful for your leadership and the fire department and the whole community and the families that donated the money for us to purchase this land, for us to really make sure that we can show up for our whole community. And so I'm really excited. Do you have timeline at all about how, like, from this point that we could see potentially a fire station out that way?
Sure, if the oven stays on
Yes.
here, once we make sure that this ground is, we do site testing, which Public Works is going to help us do that. We do not want to run into trying to build something on any type of land that will not hold that structure. So once we get confirmation of that, we will go into design phase. If everything goes well, then maybe we can break ground next year, and then it'll take about a year to build this Station 9. And you take a year after that, we're into 2028, and maybe we're having you both, everyone out to a ribbon cutting, and we start service for this community right there.
Much.
Thank you for your support.
Roll call, please.
Bailey?
Yes.
Beasley Brown?
Yes.
Hill?
Yes.
Perigin?
Yes.
Alcott?
Yes. Ordinance number VG 2026-13, first reading, non-binding.
Ordinance closing a public right-of-way. Ordinance approving the closing of an unimproved right-of-way located on Long Avenue between 687 and 701 Covington Street.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Commissioner Perigin, second by Commissioner Bailey. Mr. Mizel.
The Planning Commission met on May 21st to consider a recommended right-of-way closing by our own city surveyor, Rob Evans, who's with us tonight. Thank you, Rob. This was a little stub street off of Covington Avenue, continuation of Long Avenue along Covington between 701 and 687 Covington Street. Rob is recommended to the Planning Commission that it be closed off, and they approved unanimously 7-0, and just need your approval to close the deal. Rob, you can answer any of your questions on this one, but this was just basic cleanup that I've been wanting to do for a while.
Rob, for your work on this. Appreciate the planning and zoning's recommendation as well.
Ben is here too, can answer questions on the Planning Commission
Oh, he's
side.
hiding back there. Hey,
He is
Ben.
hiding.
He was sitting at the
Almost missed
table
it.
last time.
Ben, is it true Long Avenue is the shortest street in Bowling Green?
It's not even a street, really.
Right. And Short Street's long. Gotcha.
Further questions? Roll call, please.
Bailey?
Yes.
Beasley Brown?
Yes.
Hill?
Yes.
Perigin?
Yes.
Alcott?
Yes. Municipal order number 2026-160.
Municipal order approving a contract for the purchase of 3 fire apparatus in an amount not to exceed $5,033,319 with Atlantic Emergency Solutions, Inc. through the cooperative purchasing contract with Houston Galveston Area Council, and further expressing the desire and intent to finance costs related to the purchase.
So moved.
Second.
By Commissioner Brown, second by Mr. Mizel.
So, the delivery lead time has gotten a little bit better on these fire trucks. We're down to 3 years now instead of 4. But the fire department is needing to replace 3 apparatuses, engine 2 at the airport station, engine 6 out at Greenwood Station, and then truck 1 at headquarters. We have found a dealer on the HGAC contract, Houston, Galveston, something, and that's a cooperative purchasing group that we joined a couple years ago. Found these trucks from Pierce Manufacturing. Total on these would be $5,033,000, and each of the 2 engines are about 1.2, and then the remaining is the aerial unit for headquarters at about 2.5. But we are asking for your approval to proceed with this purchase through the Houston-Galveston Cooperative Purchase Agreement. And Chief Brooks is here, Deputy Chief Morris is here, can answer any questions on these, but we would like to get these trucks ordered and on the way, replacements.
And how many trucks are we waiting for right now, Chief, at this minute? Chief Doug Morris coming on up.
Mr. Mayor, we're waiting on 4 fire trucks right now.
4.
Yeah, we expect the replacement for Rescue 1, Engine 3 and Engine 4 to be here in the first part of 28, and then Engine 9 should be here in the latter part of 28.
Is this all the same firm? Or
It is. We purchase all of our fire trucks from the same dealer. That way parts are interchangeable. It just makes things a lot better if we're buying the trucks from the same person, same type of apparatus. Just makes sense.
And our 2 mega trucks, how are they operating right now?
What trucks, sir?
Our big trucks, our biggest, tallest ladder trucks, I know that, our newest trucks.
They're doing good right now, yeah. All of our aerials are operating as they should. The newest one that got here just last year, Truck 6. What we're ordering tonight, one of them is a replacement for Truck 1. It's doing okay, but again, it takes 3 years for a new one to get here. So we anticipate in 3 years from now that truck needs to be replaced just because of maintenance and use. And the cost that we're spending to maintain that truck will be more than what we want to bear. So
Our latest truck that we've purchased from this firm, are we satisfied? Are we happy with the product, and is it working well?
Yes, sir. Very, very satisfied.
Are any of these trucks for the new anticipated fire station number 9?
So we've already ordered that truck. That's one of the 4 that's going to be here in 28. Engine 9 should be here. We think maybe the first part of the year, but later on, yeah,
Perfect.
for sure.
Thank you.
Questions? Roll call, please.
Bailey?
Yes.
Beasley Brown?
Yes.
Hill?
Yes.
Perigin?
Yes.
Alcott.
Yes. Municipal order number 2026-170.
Municipal order authorizing a change order to the contract with Premise Health Employer Solutions, LLC, for employee on-site medical clinic services at the City Care Center in the amount of $300,572 for a total project cost of $976,900 through calendar year 2026.
So moved.
Second.
By Commissioner Perigin, second by Commissioner Mizel.
So we are trying to get more coverage at our city clinic for medical providers, and a budget increase was approved back in this past FY26, so we could increase the personnel budget for the clinic from $420,000 to $665,000 to hire an additional provider. This is to get us to 5 days a week. We weren't quite to 5 days, and so we were not able to find another doctor, but we did. A provider was not secured to work until the end of May. We did find a nurse practitioner, and so this is going to be used toward funding that. With an additional provider working weekly at the clinic, we can now utilize this increase that was authorized back in this past fiscal year. We think utilization is very high right now. and we will need to soon find a temporary space for the clinic within the next year or so as we approach the project here on City Hall campus. And so we might be able to use some of that money, some of this funding for that as well. So we are asking for your approval for this increase for the clinic. And we'll try to answer any questions you might have.
I was initially going to ask, what's the cost of, like, it seemed like it's a 50% increase from 600,000+ to, is anybody here?
Aaron is out, but costs have gone up. There's inflation with supplies and that sort of thing with the clinic. But to give the current staff cost of living, all that kind of stuff, plus add a nurse practitioner. This is what we're kind of looking at, along with some a little bit of funding for any kind of relocation that we might need.
So will we sometimes have a nurse practitioner and a physician on duty?
There is 1 day a week, 1 or 2 days a week where they're both there and can take. We have 2 exam rooms going.
I think that would be
Same
great
time.
for the
It's
fire
worked out well.
department. It's wonderful.
Yes,
And I believe there's an additional nurse as well, so there'd be 2
That's right.
additional
that's another part of the fund. Yeah.
employees that would be helping to
Increase.
serve our community, our city
And
organization.
how much do we estimate this clinic saves us?
Our the first couple of years, it was saving us over $300,000 a year on our claims, and I think that's grown as the utilization has grown. So that was the intent for primary care.
Great service.
Not to mention the intangible savings of an employee not being out of the office for 2 hours, waiting at a doctor's office. They're in and out at our clinic in 20 minutes. So there's some savings there as well.
It is such a pleasure and pleasant to go there.
Yes, it is.
Truly is.
Great, thank you. No further questions? Roll call, please.
Bailey?
Yes.
Beasley Brown?
Yes.
Hill?
Yes.
Perigin?
Yes.
Alcott.
Yes, municipal order number 2026-171.
Municipal order approving the purchase of tires with Best One Fleet Service of Bowling Green and Ziegler Tire and Supply Company in the total amount not to exceed $80,000 through cooperative purchase under Kentucky State Pricing Contract.
Second.
By Commissioner Hill, by Commissioner Beasley Brown, Mr. Muzzle.
We use a lot of tires, especially our police department. They're not allowed to run on a plugged tire. So if something happens, we have to put a new tire on. But other divisions, other departments need tires as well. We did find a contract out on the state pricing purchase cooperative program, and to buy the Bridgestone, Firestone, Continental, Goodyear tires that a lot of times we use. And we found some vendors out there that we would like your approval to go with. Best One Fleet and Ziegler Tire for the Bridgestone, Firestone, Continental, and Goodyear tires. Andy Souza is here, can answer any of your questions on this one, but request your approval to proceed with this one.
Questions? Roll call, please.
Bailey?
Yes.
Beasley Brown?
Yes.
Hill?
Yes.
Perigin?
Yes.
Alcott.
Yes, municipal order number 2026-172.
Municipal order authorizing and accepting bid number 2026-19 for Ridgecrest Way sidewalk construction from Baker Contracting LLC in an amount not to exceed $561,803.85.
So moved.
Second.
Perigin, second by Commissioner Bailey. Mr.
As you all remember, you approved this sidewalk construction project for FY26 budget for Ridgecrest Way. This is about 2,600 linear feet. We're doing a 5-foot wide sidewalk. This would run from Small House over to Rhodes Drive. And so this includes ADA compliant ramps, drainage improvements, all the grading, everything included, sod, tree removal, all that. And so we went out for bid, got 3 bids, and looking at Baker Contracting with the lowest proposal of $561,803, recommending them for this project. Andy Souza, Melanie Shies are here, can answer any of your questions on this project. But I think we're ready to go with your approval.
Oh, you're not on the radar.
Melanie, Andy, multiple times for being here, but questions at this time?
And what's your timeline on the Ridgecrest sidewalk? Melanie's here, we're going to make her talk.
You're going to make me talk, and I don't have much of a voice. The deadline for it is November the 30th.
That's when it's going to be finished by?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow, okay, great, thank you. Yeah.
I'm
That's
super
great.
excited for this neighborhood. Since I first ran in 2018, they have always talked about needing this sidewalk and how busy that street is and how it's that, gateway to that neighborhood, and just super excited about how it's going to connect students to bike to the high school, kids to TC Cherry, and to the new greenway, or to the greenway that now goes all the way to Covington Woods Park. So just thinking about all the ways that, and then back to the roundabout and downtown. I'm just super excited for this neighborhood who's waited such a long time. So thank you all.
I got to echo that, because every time when we campaign and we canvass some of those neighborhoods, Commissioner Beasley Brown is right. They'd be like, where's the sidewalks? And you would hear it every time, like sometimes, where's the sidewalks? So for this finally to get done, it's like, I'm glad this is getting done. So next time they ask, where's the sidewalks? Well, it's right there.
Highland Way under construction, what is it, 50% yet, or around 50%?
It looks
complete?
great.
Is Baker doing Highland Way? Is that the same? It's a different contractor?
Looks great, by the way.
Okay, no further questions. Roll call, please.
Bailey?
Yes.
Beasley Brown?
Yes.
Hill?
Yes.
Perigin?
Yes.
Alcott.
Yes, municipal order number 2026-173.
Municipal order approving a contract with Terex USA LLC doing business as Terex Utilities for the purchase of a Terex High Ranger bucket truck in an amount not to exceed $376,474 through Sourcewell Cooperative Purchasing Contract.
So moved.
Second.
By Commissioner Brown, second by Commissioner
In the CIP budget for FY27, you all approved the purchase of this bucket truck to replace a 2005 Ford 750 for our Public Works Ops Division. We found this out on the Sourcewell contract from Terex USA for $376,474, and we're ready to proceed with your approval on this one. Andy Souza here can answer any of your questions on this purchase.
Questions? Roll call, please.
Bailey?
Yes.
Beasley Brown?
Yes.
Hill?
Yes.
Perigin?
Yes.
Alcott.
Yes, municipal order number 2026-173.
Municipal order approving Preston Miller Park turf fields number 3 and 4 construction with the Mott's Group through TIPS Cooperative Purchasing Contract, and further authorizing the ability to directly purchase materials from various vendors through cooperative purchasing contracts in the total amount not to exceed $3,487,712.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Commissioner Perigin, second by Commissioner Beasley Brown.
So we are ready to move and proceed with getting 2 more artificial turf soccer fields at the Preston Miller Park. And I'd like to ask Brent Belcher to come up and talk to you about this proposal with the Mott's Group that we found to do this work for us, and the flexibility that we're going to have with purchases. Brent.
Greetings, everyone. Good evening. Thank you for the opportunity. Obviously, another exciting night for Bowling Green Parks and Rec to be in front of you. As you guys know, roughly a month ago, we were at Lover's Lane and got to kind of christen our 2 turf fields there. This has taken us to the other side, to the west end, if you will, of our city, and trying to do the exact same thing on that end of the city. Here's the differences in these 2 projects. The turf fields, of course, turf fields and turf fields. It's going to be a different turf manufacturer, but that we'll be content with that. The lines on the soccer fields at Lover's Lane are 3 different. We have what we consider a full-size field and 2 smaller fields for 9v9 and 7v7 at Lover's Lane. At Preston Miller, slightly different. We're going to have a full-size soccer field, and we have 2 fields, so keep in mind that. One of the fields will have a 7v7, the other will have a 9v9, but then we'll have lacrosse lines at Preston Miller to give us the ability to better serve our lacrosse leagues, which is a growing sport for us. It's something that we've definitely seen increased participation in recently for. The other thing's a little bit different at Lovers. We were taking 3 fields that were currently lit and putting turf fields on those, 2 of those. So the lights were already there. At Preston, this project includes the addition of lights. So we'll go from 2 lit fields to 4 lit fields, 2 of those being artificial turf at Preston Miller. The only other difference is there is more concrete because it's sidewalk to make it available, accessible, if you will. So there's a little bit more concrete in this project than what Lovers Lane has. So that is the differences in the 2 projects. So,
Exciting, Brent.
Yeah, it is exciting.
We're going from having none to having 4.
Yeah, and just I'll hit on one thing. These fields are currently usable as soccer fields without lights. So in essence, we're adding 2 additional fields to our inventory, if you think about it, because from November on, when you need the lit fields, these fields will be usable.
And after hosting the big tournament, I think all of our youngsters are looking at soccer as a real viable sport for their portfolio.
That's right, yeah, that's 100%.
So we'll need more.
Yes, 100%, that's exactly right. We'll be going from 5 lit fields to 7 lit fields. So anyway, yes.
They're right. Like the kids, it's probably not even right before the World Cup came. I remember a couple of years ago, I asked Brent Childers, who's back there, basically, will there be something, he raised his hand, will there be something over by Parker Bennett? Because I went and read to the kids, and then after I read to the kids, I was like, what would you guys like to see here? I'm thinking like basketball, football, because I came over from that area from Parker Bennett. Sure. But, you know, I knew even back then that we're shifting. You know, and they don't call it soccer. Some of the kids is like, no, it's American football, or we want football here. I appreciate that we have like 5, we're going from 5 to 7. But is there a time frame that we can have something over there closer to that area as well?
We have had discussions with some property owners on that side, but to be honest with you, we just haven't been able to finalize some of those details. I will point out, right beside Parker Bennett Elementary School, Parker Bennett Curry School, between the Boys and Girls Club and the school, that is owned by the city schools, and there is soccer goals now there. They're just that are, I think, maintained by the city school system. Those are not tournament quality fields, but they are neighborhood fields, if that makes sense. I'll bring it to there. And that field, that's where you'll see, obviously, soccer, but you'll see a lot of football practices and a lot of just free play from neighborhood children doing a lot of stuff. And it's there's actually a backstop for, I think, a baseball field or whatever they want to have in that same area. And it services the neighborhood a lot. For us, keep in mind, we operate Parker Bennett Community Center, even though the land is housing authority.
Yes.
We don't actually own land in that neighborhood as a city entity. But we are actively programming the Parker Bennett Community Center and adjacent park. That park doesn't have land, but it does have 3 basketball courts. Side by side by side. And then the new playground that we do, it actually has a free space that's not even a basketball. It used to have 4. Now we have 3 basketball courts and a free space for whatever else. It's 4 square and all sorts of playground games. But of course, you guys have seen what we think is a beautiful playground over there at the Parker Bennett Park as well. But, to answer your question, currently there is a free play field there by the city schools.
And that's what they were actually identifying probably about 4 or 5 years ago, if it could be like something that could be more developed. Have we thought about, and those basketball, I grew up in that area, those basketball goals, it used to actually be a pool.
That's right.
That was in that area.
Well, the playground, I can assure you, when we was putting the playground in, we hit the pool walls.
Have we tried to talk to, I guess, the city schools to see if there's a way that, because I remember talking to those kids, and many of those kids.
It's a conversation we've had on multiple levels, and it's just, I'll let Jeff, I think he's eager to talk on this.
Yeah.
We tried and tried and tried, and it came down to the fact that the state did not want to let that property go or be utilized. And so Bowling Green Independent School District did their best, and Hillary worked with them, had a lot of phone calls on that one, didn't you? But
and it wasn't even that they wouldn't let it go. They didn't want to do a long-term lease. So for us to invest
that money
And then, you know, they may have said the next year you have to cancel the lease. So that's kind of where we got stuck, the Department of Education.
So back to the turf fields, base bid was, is looking at 2.9 million, and then we got a contingency built in. Commissioner Hill, you'll like this contingency of 572,000. So we do not have to tap that until, that's based on per unit. Brent would have some say in that as well. So they built that into the contract, but we're hoping to keep it close to the, as close to the $3 million range as we can. But these are just expensive, but they are very, very heavily used and will serve our community for a long time. So
And
thank
do
you,
we
Brent.
think we're going to have them ready by winter, spring, or which tournament season? Or
You know, I'll never try to give you, I'll try to deflect the project date time as much as possible. Our goal is before winter hits, I'll put it that way.
Oh, okay.
So that's one of the reasons why we came to you today, is we would love to actually have site work begin in August. Some of that's going to depend on contract between us and the Moats Group. But yeah, we'd love to have this started sometime in the next, in August. And then if so, we feel our goal, I'll speak for myself and our vendor, that our goal will be done before the end of this calendar year, is the best way to describe it.
Great.
Thank you, Brent. No further questions. Roll call, please.
Bailey? Beasley Brown?
Yes.
Hill?
Yes.
Perigin?
Yes.
Alcott.
Yes. Ordinance number BD 2026-12, second reading.
Ordinance relating to budget amendment. Ordinance approving amendment number 4 to the City of Bowling Green, Kentucky annual operating budget for fiscal year 2026.
So moved.
Second.
By Commissioner Perigin, second by Commissioner Brown. 5-0 at our last commission meeting. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Bailey?
Yes.
Beasley Brown?
Yes.
Hill?
Yes.
Perigin?
Yes.
Alcott.
Okay, we're going to check to see if there's anyone that wants to make public comments. There's none. All right. So our next scheduled meeting is August 4th at 2026, 4:30 right here. I want to thank again Mayor Gamble, Brian. Thank you all so much for making the trip to Bowling Green, Kentucky. And I hope one day we can return and come to Bowling Green, Virginia, and see you in your prime. So thank you so much for your visit. We are adjourned.